HTC's only phablet offering thus far was the pricey One Max, but that was before the Desire 816 came into the picture. The Desire 816 is a mid-range dual SIM phablet and it's a lovely looking device. Looks apart, we were quite keen to figure out how it copes with the rigors of regular usage. Encased in white plastic, the Desire 816 looks unusually large for a device with a 5.5-inch display. It also comes in a more sedate black if you like that better. Thanks to the wide bezels, especially above and below the screen, it could be a tad unwieldy to hold for those with small hands. But that said, it looks gorgeous. HTC's dual front speakers, aka boom sound, make their presence felt on the fascia, despite that large screen dominating the proceedings. There are no dedicated hardware keys, since the usual Android navigation keys have been implemented as software overlays. So all you'll find on the front is the HTC branding below the screen and the usual mix of sensors, front camera, and a tiny notification LED on top. The micro USB port is at the bottom, while the 3.5mm audio socket is located on top. The left spine is where the power key and volume rocker are placed. A tad unusual since we are more used to the power key being placed on the right. A long plastic tab on the right can be opened to reveal a pair of nano SIM card slots and the microSD slot. The sides of the device sport a matte finish, while the rear is glossy and could be prone to scratches. The primary snapper can be found here, where it should be, along with an LED flash and an HTC logo in the middle. A resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels on a 5.5-inch screen doesn't sound too exciting, especially in a space full of 1080p displays, and it results in a pixel density of a middling 267 ppi. This is just what the spec sheet says, however, but the reality is that the Super LCD 2 display on the Desire 816 is pretty good. It throws up lovely visuals without any signs of pixelation and makes colors stand out. The text is sharp and everything from gaming to media viewing gets a boost. While the One M8 rocks an ultra-pixel snapper, complete with a depth sensor, its sibling the Desire 816 sticks to a more conventional 13-megapixel rear shooter instead. Also on offer is a 5-meg snapper in the front, handling selfies and video calling duties. The camera app offers a range of filters and the ability to control settings like ISO, exposure, and white balance. When it comes to image quality, pictures shot in daylight display a fair amount of detail, while close-ups are quite decent as well. Low light shots are usable too, though understandably a tad noisy. It won't be unfair to expect an Android device launched recently to be running KitKat, and the Desire 816 runs exactly that. HTC's proprietary skin, Sense version 6, sits on top as usual. The news and social feeds aggregator Blink feed is around as well. The UI features a clean look with sharp fonts and a vertically scrolling app drawer that lets you hide or unhide apps, sort them the way you want, and change grid size depending upon your preferences. The 1.6 GHz quad-core Snapdragon processor, mated to 1.5 GB of RAM, keeps things fairly snappy. Routine tasks run smoothly and without lag, and even graphics-heavy games play quite well. Connectivity options available include DLNA, but there's no NFC. The device accepts nano SIMs in its 2 slots, with the first supporting CDMA and 3G, while the second supports GSM. There's 8 GB of internal storage on board, a little less than half of which is available to use, though you can add up to 128 GB more via the microSD. Thanks to the USB OTG support, you can also connect external flash drives to the phone via an adapter. And when it comes to the all-important battery life, the Desire 816 shines. Its sealed 2600 mAh battery packs in enough juice to last for a full day comfortably, even with heavy usage. You also get the extreme power saving mode for times when you are in a crunch. When it comes to versatility, the HTC Desire 816 manages to differentiate itself well amongst the crowd, standing out thanks to a good blend of looks and performance. In case you need a phablet with CDMA support, the Desire 816 should be at the very top of your list. If you don't need that, however, you have loads of choice in the same price bracket. The competition includes the likes of the Gionee eLife E7, the recently launched Micromax Canvas Gold, and Sony's Xperia T2 Ultra Dual. The HTC Desire 816 has quite a few things in its favor. Its standout design makes it quite covetable, but scores on quite a few other parameters as well, offering a lovely screen, smooth performance, a decent camera, and very good battery life. And for most, this combination should be more than enough. Priced at Rs 24,000 approximately, the HTC Desire 816 makes for a compelling buy. Thanks for watching.